TIFU by not noticing my cat snuck into the dryer. Just editing to add a trigger warning, as some commenters have shared similar experiences in which did not end well. Also decided to move the TLDR up here. Lieutenant Spoon is okay. Everything is okay. Kitty took a tumble for a couple of minutes, went to the vet, and all is well. He is happy, eating, drinking, and getting all the snuggles and belly rubs. This is not the first time this has happened in my life. So I'm usually very careful, as I was traumatized years ago by a similar incident that happened with my mom and her cat. I was doing the laundry, typical Saturday morning cleaning for me. I don't ever let the cats into the laundry room because I've had this experience before. I also have OCD, so I, every single time, will check that the cats are on the other side of the door before I start the dryer. Well, today I didn't do that. The one time I don't check. Lieutenant Spoon is a long-haired black cat, and he's so quiet, he's like a shadow. He can sneak through anything if you're not paying attention. He must have snuck into the laundry room before I had a chance to shut the door. I threw the clothes into the dryer, left the door open just long enough to put a dryer sheet in, closed the door and started the dryer. I went back downstairs and was finishing cooking breakfast. It couldn't have been more than 2 minutes later that I heard the most awful screech I have ever heard in my entire life. I instantly knew what it was. When I tell you I flew up those stairs, I am not exaggerating. I opened the dryer and luckily it was not warm, but my sweet Mr. Spoon was all puffy and hissed at me, scratched my arms and even bit me. I feel like such a boss. I took him to the vet and they said he is okay. He is eating and drinking. Just read the title and I was like, oh no. Lieutenant Spoon probably already had PTSD from the war, and now you just aggravated it. All kidding aside, I'm glad he is okay. Had one that did the same thing. The wife started the dryer and heard several thumps and stopped, opened it. Out came the cat. We renamed him Thumper. He didn't learn though, he repeated getting in the dryer the rest of his life. We just had to check before starting it. He died of natural causes years later, not from being over-dried. Accidentally locked my cat in my trunk of clothes once. Didn't see him get in. Left and worked a 12 hours shift. Came home. Got my shower. Open trunk for clothes. Boom. Cat. He tried clawing his way out. Broke a nail. I felt so bad. Never did he get in that trunk again though. My ex and I had a cat crawl into the broiler in the stove. We were cooking and she asked me, do you smell hair burning? I yanked the door to the broiler open as fast as I could. The cat shot out there like a bat out of hell. Amazing enough, only a bit of hair was singed on her tail. My mom, while high on a meth binge, threw our cat in the dryer on purpose. Our parents told us she got outside and ran away, and then I found her a few days later dead on our back patio looking like she had been attacked, so the story was believable. My dad eventually sobered up enough to tell me what had actually happened because he felt guilty for lying to us. He didn't like the cat and was high as hell too, so he just let my mom do it. That shit fucked me up. I always do a head count when I'm opening and closing any door, dryer, washer, etc. I could not handle losing my pet this way. Glad the cat is okay. Closest I've gotten is the fridge with mine. Got up to get a drink with all the lights off in the middle of the night, go back to bed, just hear meowing. Took me a good 10 minutes to figure out she'd made it into the fridge. Okay, but Lieutenant Spoon needs to maybe take accountability for his actions. Like, can you be a high-ranking official and then blame others when you willingly climb into the dryer? I understand he may suffer from PTSD related to his time in the service, God bless the troops, but this is something he should have communicated with you if so, and the dryer should be understood as off-limits. Edit Lzita. All things considered, it's a good thing your spoon wasn't in the dishwasher. This happened to my Mill. She didn't notice my cat get into the dryer. Luckily, I heard her whispered meow, and got her out in time. But that meow has forever traumatized me, and now I always check several times that all the cats are accounted for, no matter what machine I turn on: dryer, washing machine, dishwasher. And even when I'm sure that neither of the cats got in, I get all panicky when I can't find them. Wait, this happened to you before? This happened when I was a kid and, yeah, the outcome wasn't as good as yours. It was the first time I was allowed to wear jeans to church. My heart sank when I read the title of this post. I'm so glad your cat is okay. Also makes me very grateful that my cat is giant and fat. You can hear his loud, thudding footsteps from a mile away. We obtained a stray kitten from my stepbrother's engine bay. Later on, my mom was folding laundry and went to put another load in. She closed her bedroom door to make sure the new kitten wouldn't get into trouble. After starting the washer, she came back upstairs and couldn't find kitten anywhere. Then she realized what happened and ran back downstairs. After emptying the washer of a full load of fully soaked clothes, she turned around and there was kitten in the hallway, staring at this mad woman making a huge wet mess. Willow is now about 13 years old and is still our kitten. Oh no, worried face. Glad Lieutenant Spoon is okay, and now I'm glad my puffy black-haired little lady is about as stealthily as a bachelorette party on New Year's Eve. Or else this would 100 happen to me. She sneaks into everything. But you can hear her. You can hear her from a mile away. Helen Keller would have no problem locating her clumsy ass. Still though, new fear unlocked. I was in line at the vet's office a decade ago. An old man hard of hearing and sight was picking a cat up. He was talking to the receptionist. Remember cat name? The one that got stuck in the dryer? He's still a bit wonky but his fur is getting a lot better. I'm pretty sure that cat went the full round. I don't have a cat and I still always check the dryer before I turn it on. I'm just glad they aren't dead because that's the usual outcome. Oh, thank God he lived. I'm so happy for you both. Many cats have died this way. Glad the LT is safe, but I think you need to prepare a safety brief for the cats now. Also, I think this qualifies Spoon for at least 15 disability with the VA lol. Why would your cat want on a pile of wet laundry? That's the crazy part. I'd like to hear how he got the name Lieutenant Spoon. Glad Spoon is okay. Your cat sounds like a dick blaming you for something stupid he did. Well, I bet he learned his lesson and won't do it again. It's not your fault. He's just lucky you didn't leave the house to run an errand. Curiosity killed the cat. My younger brother put our cat into the washer machine to clean him because he was dirty. He started the wash cycle too. Sadly no one noticed till it was too late. Ever since I almost started the dryer with my kitten in it, I obsessively do a cat check before starting the laundry. Even if I look through the clothes before closing the door, I still step away and count all my cats before starting the machines. Cat tax.